Really bright here. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna have to get some tape here.
You can put it on a trash can.
What's that?
We can put your thing on a trash can.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
Is that like a portable Wi-Fi?
Oh, battery pack. Yeah, like a 6-foot cable outside, really. Oh, it's got solar too. 25 bucks at 50,000 milliamps is pretty beefy. A lot. It'll charge a lot. Phone a few times. There's any sun right now. Should be cooking. Alright. Let's make sure everything's working. What's up, you guys? We're finishing the KTM today. It looks kind of dark when I look at the screen, but I'm sitting out in the sun. It's really sunny today. Okay, you guys. So today we're finishing up the carb. We got a brand new carb kit. Let's get ready here. We are in Carlsbad, California, right at the beach. Beautiful. It's a hot day today. It's in the 80s today in San Diego. Alright, let's get our pieces out. So we got a nice rebuild kit. So let's get our pieces out here. I already cleaned the bowl already. So the bowl's already clean. We scrubbed that in the last video, so everything's clean. We're just going to be replacing a lot of parts. Let's get all our parts here, and here's our new kit right here. And we got some jets. And so we got some aftermarket jets here. Two might be bigger jets, so I'll have to ask the guy what we're doing on that. There's some used stuff on that side, the new stuff on this side. Come on, baby. A bunch of stuff here. Great. Let's see, we got this main jet. It should be stamped. I can barely read that one. 172, I think. Let me look at it in the sun. It's such small print, they didn't print it right. I believe that's 172. And then got this other one right here that's a 180. So we can go up jet if we want to. Well, that's quite a big difference. I'll have to see that. This actually might be one. It looks like 122. Let's see. Looks like a 122. I'm trying to compare it to this other jet, but it's in the package without taking the other one out of the package. I'm trying to compare the holes like I've taken out of the package. compare. I need to see what this aftermarket one is. Actually, wait, let's look at the stock one. The stock one is 172. Look at it in the sun. Okay, pretty good. We'll compare the sizes. So yeah, the one that I can't read, the new one, would be 172. It just looks like a 2 because the stamp is pretty bad. But that's why you compare it. You would not want to put a 122 main jet where a 172 is supposed to go. So that's good. So we have a 172 stock jet, and then we can go up to this 180. So we'll make a decision and see. We'll look online and see. I believe this bike has an aftermarket exhaust, so no, stock exhaust. Stock exhaust. So we'll have to make a decision. Stock exhaust, but there's been some things done to this bike, but I don't believe to the engine. This kid just got this bike 3 months ago. It never ran right, ran half power. It had a really terrible carb clean on it with gasket material and stuff, so that's why we got the real kit with the real gaskets, you know. Putting the real gaskets in there and all that, so. We'll make a decision. Looks like 172 is the stock main jet, so we got to decide pretty soon here. Do we want to go to 180 on a stock bike? Which I'm tending not to, because it has a stock pipe on it. If it had aftermarket exhaust, then we throw that in, but it doesn't. It's got a KTM stock exhaust, so we'll probably keep it stock just to be safe. Now we got this pilot jet right here, aftermarket, but we're going to use the one in the kit here. 42. We got a 42 in the kit, and then we got an aftermarket right here, a 40. It's smaller. We don't need that. So we'll see what the stock one was. The stock one was 45. That was in there. So we're gonna at least use that 42. Now we don't know what the ones were. This is just the jets that were in there, and this was done wrong. So I'm gonna trust this kit that we just got. It's got all the right settings. So we're doing a 42 pilot jet and a 172 main jet, which would be right because it's a 450. So the main jet's pretty big. All right, we got this. This is just frame, a couple frame bolts. What do we got here? Oh, we got a smoke here in a second, and then get started. I did not leave myself much room. Let me back this bike up a little bit, you guys. I'm gonna be mainly working on this side, so. There we go. Man, it's pretty hot out here, you guys. Woo. Okay, check my camera. My camera's sitting in the sun. What's up, Newt? Good, buddy. Sound should be good. I'm not using cordless today, so. Get a good shot here. It's time for a smoke break. I got my battery pack with the solar. On my battery pack right here. With the solar on it. So that's sitting in the sun. So really should infinite. Yeah, buddy, I listened to the cordless mic one, the last one I did, and it was too loud because I guess I had the setting on 11. 11 out of 11 on that cordless mic. So next time I use it, I'll put on setting 5. But when I listened to it at home, it had clipping, man. It had clipping, and it was too loud. But we'll see. We'll test that. But this one's great. This one I'm using right now, I paid like 25 bucks for. Gotta do a little A little smoke break too here. Some pretty good herb. I got some herb called cream. It smells sweet, and it's got kind of a cheese taste. Cheesy. Alright, let's do this. Okay, I need a bungee cord for the car. Let's find a point. Like a nest right here, like that. There you go. Like that. And the bungee back up to anywhere. Okay. Put a little towel under here, let's spray it off. About to put this kit in. And this kid's excited. I guess he got this 3 months ago. It wasn't set up right. It ran, but not proper power. So this thing's gonna really scream when we're done. Looks like good condition, except for like the carb stuff that was messed up, but it's all good now. I'm gonna scrape that a little more. We got our new kit right here. Got the old parts right here. Aftermarket air-filled mixture screw, pretty dope. So yeah, we'll put all the new stuff in and properly jetted. Looks like the jets might have been off on this too, so get all that perfect. This bike, it's a beautiful bike, you guys. Beautiful bike. Open and close the throttle as they do that, and spraying inside the main tube there. Okay. Now, what do we need to spray a little more in there? See a little bit of yellowing coming off, so make sure there's a little bit of liquid gasket residue, so I'm going to scrape that off. Alright. And my amplifier burned out on my car or something, man. I got no bass in my car. I checked the fuses. My main 50 amp fuse is good. And then there's two 30 amp fuses on my amp. They're both good. Well, they're Chinese. They both broke when I pulled them out. But I put two ones in there, two new ones, and my amp is silent. My amp is silent now, you guys. I think it burnt out. my car is set up for bass, so that I took all the bass out of the door speakers, so if there's no amp running it, it has no bass. No bass. Okay, there we go. Scrape that in. Let's get the scrape in there. Ugh. Okay. Perfect. Now that everything's clean and scraped and no gunk or residue, now we'll start putting pieces back in. We're gonna put the new pieces in, of course. So the first will be the main tube. I'm just gonna spray it anyway. Spray it clean. This is the main tube right here. The needle goes through it. You see the needle sticking out right here. And then I believe that's an 8mm to tighten it. So we'll tighten it by socket. You want to tighten it by socket. You don't if any of these things get loose, you're screwed. Make sure our jet's clear. And we got this little guy too. Where's this little guy at? We got a little tiny guy somewhere on the side. Huh, okay, no way to get it out though. Okay. There's a little tiny guy there, but let's see. Let's see that. Let's see where it comes out. Okay, just make sure that's clear right through there. Huh. Where's the little jet? I don't know where. I think that's going. Okay, now we get the. Let's see. The idle jet. I already checked to make sure it's clear. So I put the idle jet in. I think that's right there. We don't have any. Let's get the flatheads. We're going to put the various flatheads here. It is hot today. Oh my God. Stay out of the sun. It is so hot in the sun right now. Even at the beach. Whew. Okay, got the mini flat. You really got to have the right tools for this stuff. You don't want to ever strip or damage the flathead jets or whatnot. Get the right flat for the job. I got a whole bunch of assorted flats, so I'm going to tighten up this jet here. This is the idle jet. Tighten it up. Okay, it's tight. We got the main tube, it still needs to be tightened. And then we got the secondary. So I got the main, secondary, and the idle jet. So the biggest, the medium hole, and then the smallest right there. So here's our medium. We're running a. Oh man, I cannot even see that print. Such bad printing on these. 75? I'm not sure. Can't see. Our medium jet. Let's see if the old one is. The old one was 65. So a new one here. Yeah, you know what? It might have been under jetted too as well. So this is the stock kit for the Spike. So I think they had the wrong jets in there. Too small. This thing was the symptoms that this thing was running underpowered and also leaking. It just was a really bad carb clean done on it. and a bunch of liquid gasket all over it. It's inside the bowl, so it went everywhere. And it was not gas resistant, so it warped and it got all puffy. So if you look at the last video of what that material looked like, it was crazy. So here we go. Let's go ahead and tighten that jet. So it looks like an 8 mil. Let me check real quick. Might be 7. No, it's an 8. It's usually 7 or 8 millimeter on these. So just slightly, you know. There we go. Tight. There we go. Don't strip it. Don't mess with it. Okay, so our main's in. Our idle jet's in and tight. And our secondary's in and it's tight. Just verify all those. And I just like to spray them out, you know, just in case you get any little bits. It could be, if you overturn it, it could be a little small, little brass bit from strippage. So just spray it out. Make sure it's all sprayed out, all nice. Now we got our float needle. I'm gonna put on. So we got our brand new float needle right here, right there. So we'll pop that on. Pop that into the float here. And then we need our bar, the bar that holds this thing on, right here. So, really easy. So all our jets are in. You can get to those too without. You can do this float in any order. So I have a certain order I do. So the float going on now. Put the bar in there. There we go. Float good, and then I'm gonna look at the float, at the position of the float needle here. Make sure it has enough room to crush. Okay, it crushes it good, so the position of it's good. Okay, so we got our 3 jets in there, the jet tube. Floats on, good. And other stuff. And then, oh yes, the main jet, the top part of the jet. So that'd be the main jet for this guy. It's gonna go onto the jet tube right here, on the end of that jet tube. There's a thing here too. I can't remember. So you want this plastic piece to go on. I can't remember if this goes on after to hold it on or not. So let's find out. So there's only one way this plastic thing goes on. Okay. So this plastic thing needs to go underneath the jet tube. So we'll take the jet tube off real quick. I knew it might be something that's gonna be on there. Okay, so we've got our jet tube, and we'll put our main jet on after. But we got our plastic piece. Let's go ahead and put this on. Slip that sucker on there like that. Okay, and then put the jet tube on there. And we'll tighten that. Just hand tightening for a second here. And then just a little bit, so a little bit of socket tight. So don't go anywhere. Okay, that's good. Now that plastic piece is locked, it's loose, but it's locked on there. So that's how this goes. Now we'll put the main jet, screw that into the top here, which we're running a 175, I believe. Now the main jet you can tighten with pliers or flathead. I use a nice flathead pliers. So it's flatheads like that. Just going to tighten the end here. There we go. Nice and snug, not going anywhere. Do a quick spray. Always do. Spray off the area right there. I like to keep it all surgical clean here. Okay, so jets are all good. Everything's tight. Plastic piece back in. Verify everything's good in there, not missing anything. And we do need, let's see. this other canal, is our air fuel mixture screw stuff. We'll get into that right now. So gotta make sure it's clear. That's clear in there. There's a O-ring and a small flat washer that goes in there, so make sure all that's out. I believe we got that out last time. So look in there, I can see in there, it's clear. But before we took out a little O-ring, you want to make sure all that stuff's out. We're going to pack it with fresh stuff now. We got an air fuel mixture screw right here, all brand new. And so we're going to load it up. Load it up with the spring right here. So the spring's going first. This spring. Then it's got this real tiny, look how tiny this is. How easy this is. If you lose this, your bike won't run. So we got that little guy right there. So we got the spring, the little flat washer goes on top of that, and the little tiny rubber O-ring on top of that. And keep it facing up, or else it's gonna fall out. So keep it facing up, and then we're gonna pop that in there. I'm gonna put a little bit of spray lube on there real quick, just to help it out in there. Boom. Just a little dab will do ya. And I'll pop that right into the channel, nice and slow. Actually, you know what? Actually, hold on. This is the one that came with the kit. We're using the aftermarket one. Okay, I forgot. So let's transfer this over. Transfer this right over to this aftermarket one. There we go. Still got the aftermarket one is nice because you don't need a tool to turn it. This one you need a little tool, a D tool. This one you just turn with your hands, and it's got nice numbers on it. It's got 1, 2, 4, all the numbers. So there we go. Air fuel mixture screw. Let's get it in there gently, and we're gonna screw that all the way in. It's not catching. There it goes. There it goes. Now push a little bit for it to catch. Okay, now screw it all the way in. This bike is going to be like 3 turns out probably, so this could be done externally too as well from underneath. So we're just going to preset it, and we're presetting it at 3 turns out. So we're going to turn it. So 1 turn out, 2 turns out, 3 turns out. So I'll put it 3 turns out and keep it at that. And then let's see what else we got here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put the bowl on. Let's see. Make sure the bowl's good. Okay. Pop our new gasket on there. It's kind of warped a little bit. This can be a real pain getting this part, getting the gasket torn. Just get in there and stay. Sometimes you gotta put it in there and then hold. Right now it wants to pop out, so you just kind of hold it on there and get the rubber so it stays like that. Just stay. See, it wants to pop out. So this one's gonna be tough to pop on there. All these things need to be in there. All that gasket needs to be sitting in there good when we throw that on there. So let's go ahead and do it. Set it this way. I'm gonna release the bungee cord on that. Release the bungee cord so I can bring this down more of a down level. so this can stay down. I don't want to have to turn this because the gasket, you see, like the gasket just fell out. So I'm gonna keep this flat. Let's go ahead and marry this up again. Okay. So we'll match. Oh, you know what? I gotta take this air-filled mixture screw out too. Again. This bowl won't go on without this, so because this is aftermarket, we put that on last. But our spring and everything's still in there. We'll let it sit in there. Don't let it fall out. So our spring and everything stayed up in there. So we'll let it stay in there. Everything's good on our bowl here. It matched up. So we gently pop this on there. Just slow, slow, slow. There it goes. Matched up. And then get our screws. Uh-oh. Where's our screws at? I'm missing one of the packs. We're missing one of the screw packs. Guys, uh-oh. Uh-oh. I need to hold this bowl on for a second because we're missing the screws. Oh yeah, these are Allens. I hate these. All right, so we need an Allen tool because this bowl has Allens. So let's get that and match it. And then our spring already fell out of our air-filled mixture screw. So we'll have to take the bowl off and verify all that. Okay, let's match this out. Let's see. So this Allen, we're looking at a 3mm Allen for these screws. And let's take this bowl off real quick again because I had the spring fall down. We need to check what's in here again. Okay. Check, make sure our flat washer's in there. And behind that is our rubber O-ring. Is everything good? See, this is not very smooth, things haven't really do stuff, but this is real mechanically. Okay, so I'm gonna hold that down for a second, holding the gasket. So we're ready to go. Okay. Let's go ahead and put that on there. Okay, there we go. One of these is going to hold the idle, so that one right there. So we'll put that over there. Then we put the bolts in that one. Let's put the one behind that. So the longest one will be that one. So we'll take this one. Hand tight, and then the longest one, which is just a little bit longer, that's the one for the idle right here. So it has a little extra for the idle arm that it's holding. Okay, there's two. I'm just hand doing it, very easy, And then we got this one. The screws, that one's probably right there then. I don't really use these little hose things. I don't really care about that. get it through there. And that holds the hoses on there right there. So third one in. And then our fourth one right here. And then it'll hold that. Line up the little piece. There you go. So you got that secures your hoses. And now we'll do tight. And be careful. This is not doing very tight, you know. Just snug. Normally these would just be Phillips head screws. Oh, that's so tight on there. Let go, let go. Just snugging them, you know. But they got to be tight, you know. You don't want them coming out. Here we go. Here we go. That one's tough to get to right there. It's nice and tight. And this one here. Okay. Should be all four. Wait, no, that one right there. Alright, now we're tight. Now we're tight. Ugh. Does not want to let go. Out. There we go. Okay. That's a pain. That's why I like the Phillips head screws, but it's all good. Okay, now we'll look in there. We got to put our spring in there. Our other stuff's already in there. So aftermarket. Let's pop that sucker in there. Take a visual, make sure that the washer's still in there. Okay, it does not want to screw in, so what's the deal here? Huh. It does not want to screw in, so let's see. We'll push and screw this in. It should go. Oh man, it's not going. So we got some issue now. Shoot. I hate issues. Okay. Alright, I think we got it now. Shoot. Oh man. This issue will not grab. Oh Jesus. We might have to take the bowl off again. Will not grab. Something's in the way. Let's see. Let's take a look at the threads here. Okay. Threads will not grab. I'll push this thing far enough. It should bite, but it will not bite. Feels like the spring is stuck in there. So let's take the bolt. Unfortunately, oh, there comes the spring right there. Let's see what we can do here. push it with this. Why? It will not bite. Dang it. Oh, what a pain in the butt. What a pain. We did before. Shoot. What a pain in the butt. I don't want to have to take this bowl off. I don't know why. Got the spring in there. It's fine. I can push. It's kind of hard to push where it should tighten up. So let's just take the bowl off because there's issues there. It might be. It might. Shoot. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's try not to lose anything here. Let's take the spring out. Here's the spring right here. Good Lord. Stuff back up. Let's see what the dang issue is. I would not screw in it. Oh. Pull off so I can get to the whole area better. Jesus, all this nice work I just did. I hate having it back in because I have issues. Things have issues. So let's see what we got. There's one. Two. Let's see what happens. Something not fitting right in there. Okay. All the little things is what takes time on bikes. All the little things that don't go right or whatnot. So carefully take a bowl off. The gaskets on there are super nice. Just trying to keep that up there and on them. Now, let's just let it sit. Okay, our washer's on there, good. Now let's try so I just go on there and see why it's not going. Oh, what the hell? My stream was all disconnected. I didn't even know it. Sorry, guys. So we're having spring problems with the spring for the airfill mixture screw. So I'm going to look for another one right here in my little kit. Let's see if we can find a better one. Found a better one here. Let's see what we got here. That's my little carburetor kit right there. So looking for a different spring. The spring I got is just too tough. It is not the original spring, so I got something good here, you guys. Oh, look at that! I got it. Should be good. Uh-oh, something's up here. We got some issues up here. Let me take this out. Plunger. Get that plunger going too as well. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay, there's a flat. Okay. Now let's see. Let me get a different spring. I think I've got a good spring for this here. Try this. There it goes. That's not enough spring though on that one, so we need spring a little longer. Not like this one. Man, this is a real pain. This should only take 5 seconds, and this is turning into an issue. Okay, there. Alright, so there we go. Got that set. Pull it back on. Now it's been a real pain, but okay. Gasket in there. I forgot also. Got a pin. Hold on a second. Hold on here. I think that's this one. That. The flat part goes there. That part goes there. There it goes. Whoa. I get everything to stay, not fall while I do this. I already forgot one piece, you guys. I forgot that bar, you guys. There it goes. It keeps trying to fall out too. It's an easy piece to miss. Okay, get this stupid gasket lined up here. There we go. Put this piece down. I'm gonna hold it. There we go. Not fitting like that, so reverse this then. What a pain, guys. Oh my god. This is super difficult. Okay, let's hold the gasket on for a second. There. Alright, that is not fitting. Alright, we got an issue. We got another issue here. What's going on? This is not locking in here. Alright, it's not clearing inside there. I see, okay. Does not want to clear that. Okay, got it. And that's really, really sticky there. Okay, and it's secured. Let's secure this gasket. Such a pain in the butt. This gasket does not want to stay. Oh, God. So much issues, you guys. I'm going crazy. I'm gonna have to take a break here because there we go, there we go. Oh, this is still not going. Doing something wrong. Doing something wrong with it. Oh. Alright, I need to do some testing here. This is not going in right. No, it won't fit right. Shoot, what's going on here? Oh man, it won't compress. So I have an issue here. The bar inside there won't compress. Let me see if that's kind of an issue. Okay. So something getting stuck here, not compressing. Let's see. Something like that. That's really how it should be. This. Might have to take this plastic cover off of the side here because I think this thing's got a ball in it. I think it's supposed to be attached up there. Inside it's supposed to be attached to something and it's not. It's just been sitting there. That's another reason why this bike was running crazy then. This shouldn't even be able to come out, I don't think. It's got a little ball end on the end. You can see, and I believe it's supposed to attach inside there. Yeah, because there's no room, and the bowl won't close, so it came unhooked. The bowl will not close. Let me see here. That's such a pain, you guys. I don't know why. Oh, that should go right there. It's enough room. Let me see if this will close. Ah, this is such a pain. Okay, I think I can. Alright, I see it. Let's see. Set this. Shit. Nope. Dang it, it won't go. It won't go. Won't go. Go. Oh, okay. Alright. Let's try it. Which way does it feel better? It feels better that way. Other like that. Oh, I got it. Alright. There we go. Jesus. This carb is so sensitive. It was the little float pan getting in the way. It just was sticking out a little bit. Oh. So the float pan on the float was sticking out a little bit, blocking the main bowl from going up. So here we go. There. Finally. Oh my God, you guys. It's so painful. So painful. We're back on track, guys. Back on track. Here we go. I need to move my tent here so I get more shade again. It's starting to burn up right here. Okay. Put that in there. Okay. 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So got the bowl on, everything tight, and now doing the air fuel mixture screw here. It's all the way in. So we're doing 3 turns out. 1 turn out. 2 turns out. 3 turns out. 3 turns out finally. Oh my god, it took so long. Okay, let me move this tank a little bit. Burning up. It's destined. Right. Just wrap that.
I can't believe the heat wave we have right now.
I know, it's all
It's ridiculous.
summer's on already.
How's she looking?
Good. Just doing some pain in the butt stuff, but I got it. Here. Oh yeah, we need to put the tail back up too. Okay, did spray lube on the slide inside, and spray lube on the inside on the rubber, all the parts. Let's see here. This need to be. That's missing that. Get all the right stuff on there. It's supposed to be on there. Okay, now just make sure everything's correct and on there. Everything's set, 3 turns out. Pop the carb on right there. Just pop it in, make sure it's on its mark. It's got some mark right there, it's on a notch. go. The other one needs some more. So tight, make sure everything's good. All the hoses connected. All the hoses are gonna run down here, but just making sure right now. Everything. Okay. Hoses run down through here. Nice and pretty. Let's see how we run that. That's how it's supposed to be, you guys, like that. Runs down and through there. Okay, all nice. This will be our gas line up here. Carbs on and good. When this comes down, this is going to pop right on there. Let's check our throttle. All good. Nothing binding. Whew. It's hot out today, you guys. Dude, we have the summer started right now. Shoot. What do we got here? What do we got? I'm reading the chat, you guys. Let's see here. Skullshay Roads. Let's see. I'm looking up here. Yeah, I have the Cornish Rex cats. Cornish Rex, yep. I adopted all my Cornish. I've adopted 10 Cornish Rex in the last 10 years. I have 3 right now. And I have Baby Moon goes out. She's famous. Oh, you have to show me some pictures of the Cornish. And the Selkirk, yeah, I've seen those. Yeah, send me a pic of the Selkirk. Let me see what those look like. Yeah, I like the Cornish Rex. Oh. Whew, it's pretty hot. Let me take a quick smoke break real quick and then back to work. We're back, you guys. Okay, so I had a couple issues on this carb, not too bad. Just kind of mainly not remembering the order of some stuff. But here we are back up. So now we're going to be swinging the back down, and let's get all of. Just got a couple bolts for this. The main ones that hold the swing arm here, I'm going to be doing a little bit of Loctite, just because I like to have a little bit of Loctite on critical components like that. So that's just holding that in there right now, actually. So let's get this down. Start forward, and let's get some spray lube onto the back of that. And I also like to hit the rubber, too, as well. And let's pull that up like that, and then bring it down onto it. Okay, this is gonna be tricky because I'm relying on the kickstand here, like up there. But whoa, look at the other side. The other side's ready to come down, so I'll hold it myself. Let's kind of clean our area up, though. I don't need any of this stuff. Okay. So I'm gonna have to hold this myself. Hold the bike up. And I need this bolt right here, and then this part is gonna come back. So that's going back there. Now, let that clear. This should come down here. There we go. It's kind of hard to hold the bike and do this, you guys. Let me see here. Okay, I'm trying to make this click on here. This boot here. How are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this? Okay, so we put that in there. I don't have my Allens ready, so I'm just gonna take a flathead just to turn that a little bit, so I don't have to hold this bike on. Okay. There we go. And the rubber's not on all the way here on the carb, so I'm probably gonna loosen this up here. Loosen this band more. And we need to pop this over the carb. This sucker right here. So I'm gonna get a jumbo flathead for that. So I can push on the rubber. I'm gonna go against the frame, push on the rubber a little bit. Oh, see, the carb's not even in there. It's stuck, so go to the other side and look.
But today's the hottest day. Alright, do some laps. What about that? I had absolutely no recollection of recording
Okay,
that one song.
I'm gonna loosen up the
I was
band
like, who's the bass player?
completely.
I was like, who's
The band is keeping it from going on, so loosen the band. I'm going to move the band off of the rubber. And I get a special tool out here, which is the bent flathead to help guide the rubber bead. Alright, so it's catching a little here. It's catching on the metal. So I'm going to go underneath the rubber here. So that it'll pop on there. There, okay, it's getting there. Jeez, it's been a real pain in the butt today, guys. Jeez. There it goes. Oh. There, it popped on. Oh, it just popped on. Oh, that's so... This bike has been tough, you guys. Honestly. Just gotta be patient, you know? Be patient, work through it, do a perfect job. Always. Oh. Okay. I got that boot on. It's lined up. It's on there snug. I'll go ahead and tighten the band now. Come on. Tighten this band. I'm going to keep this band at an angle. I don't necessarily need it to be way up there. So I'm going to set it at this angle like this. A little easier for the next person to get to. Make sure the band's in its groove all the way around. Make sure the carb's on. Everything perfect. Really tighten it up. And it's hot today, man. It's over 80 degrees right now in the shade here. It's probably almost 90 in the sun right now, and I'm at the beach, you guys. It's burning hot in the sunshine right now. So, thank God we got some shade. We only be working in the shade. Okay. Alright, we got all their stuff ready. Carb on, everything connected here. Okay, let's see, what else? Okay, now we want to get the screw on the other side, the suspension, so it's Allen. Look on our trusty Allen kit here. So the other side, like this right here. So that is, the other side is a 5mm. Oh, gee. Ah, there you go. All right. Let's go put the other side in. millimeter on the outside. Sorts of. Actually, no, 7.5. That's a bunch of crap. .5. That's terrible. Oh no, 8. It's a little strippy. So we'll keep it at 8. Let's get everything. Okay, the 2 exhaust bolts, you guys. The exhaust hangers here. In here. What? I grabbed the wrong one. Okay. 8. Okay, 8 millimeter. I'm going to tighten this up. Uh-oh. Not going in here. There we go. I'll just get one snug and then do the other. It's tight and then go back to the other one and go do that one tight. You don't want to do the first one tight because the other one may not line up. You want to make sure everything lines up first and then tighten up everything. Okay. So first one lined up. Here we go. Nice and tight. Tight and snug, not stripping it. Okay. Perfect. Both of those are back on. Let's get some of this stuff out. Let's don't need any of this crap. Like this. Getting closer, you guys. What do we got? Let's get that back on there. Okay, so our tank, we got our tank somewhere. We'll grab our tank. The back, we got to tighten up our stuff now that it's back on. So many different sizes on this bike, it's ridiculous. There we go. You know what? Give me that. Okay, swivel points tight. Back on. About ready for our tank. Let's see here. Never too late, never too late. jets and stuff. Don't need that. Don't need none of that. Okay. Never too late. Yeah, okay. Get stuff out of the way. Okay, we got more stuff here. Rear frame on. Just double check and see here. Okay, we are ready. We need a seat and we need a tank. Let's take a look at the radiator fluid here. Probably could use a flush. Got a cool tank, you guys. Pretty cool. I'll hold this in like a bat wing. So easy. It's right on there, so beautiful. That's not long enough. Huh? Down, down. Okay, get the center bolt in here. Just gonna loosen it. Keep it loose for a second. Take a look here where we're connecting the main gas at. Hopefully we're gonna need a clamp. We need a clamp. I use zip ties. Just got to make sure the stuff's tight to begin with. All fuel line needs to be tight to begin with so that it doesn't need it. And then I put this on. Now, the line that goes to the carb, it's tight, but it needs to be tightened so it'll get a zip tie on it. But after, that has to be cut every time you take the tank off. So we make sure here we're good. I still need to set the idler on this thing. Can get in there barely. It's tough, but we'll go ahead and zip tie it up now. Zip tie it, and then it'll be good. So we'll sneak in there right like this, and in there. And pre-do it. Slip it over that. I prefer zip ties to hose clamps. I don't like hose clamps unless it really needs to be tight, because the hose clamps cut into stuff. All right, now we need some needle nose to get in there. Guys, where's my needle nose shoes? I didn't leave them home. I'm just using them somewhere. There they are. The needle nose in there. Yikes. It's really got to tighten this on. There it goes. Uh-oh. It came off. It came off. I gotta redo that. Dang, it slipped off, and then I tightened the thing. Let's get this on there. I want to start this bike up. Get going. Put my line in. Dang it. Oh, I tried to come off again. Let's see there. Flat head, push it down. Oh shoot, came off again. Ah, such a pain, you guys. Now there's a different type. I'm gonna use a different type of clamp. It's not a hose clamp, it's there we go. Let's see. Trying to use a clamp like this, you guys. It's a squeeze clamp, but I don't know if I got the right size one for this. What a pain in the butt. No, I might even put, you know what? I'm gonna put my own fuel line on this because this is just ridiculous. The problem is this fuel line is not tight, and so it just wants to slip off. It's like silicone, so it's too slippy. We're gonna pull it. It's ridiculous. We'll put on real line because this is, we're now having issues because of crappy fuel lines. So let's just get that crappy fuel line off. It's ridiculous. It's crappy fuel line. So let me go get a real fuel line here. Okay, I got all the fuel lines, guys, right here. Literally tons, so let's just pick out what we need here. Probably gonna be running the 1/4 inch line. Let's cut a little piece of that off. This is really good line too, so that's the difference, you guys. Piece of crap line there. So let's make sure this is tight on there. And then, oh yeah, nice. Okay. That's nice and tight. That doesn't need any zip tie. And let's check out the carb. The carb one's big enough to where it won't either. Need to wet the end of the fuel here, wet the end. And then the nipple it's going on the carb's pretty big. So it won't need any clamp. Oh man. Okay, if I can get this to go. Let's see here. There it goes. that on there more. Oh, jeez. Okay. Just shoving the line on there as far as it'll go. Okay. That's good, you guys. That doesn't even need a clamp. That's so tight. That's the way you should do it. So tight, no clamps. Good God. Okay, turn the gas on here. Gas is on. Ready to fire up here in a second. Oh, that was a pain in the butt. Screws in the side here. Bolts back in there. Come on, baby, come on.
Like a bike again.
Yeah, getting there. Getting there quick. This bolt over here. Why is that not coming down so much? Oh, okay. Get out. It's on the kickstart, that's why. Get off of it. This one's tough to line up. I need your help to, or where'd you go? This is tough to line up here. It's plastics, you guys. Oh, jeez. I need your help for a second. Need you to hold down on this, the top of this, on that, because I'm trying to line up this bolt. Okay, you push down on this end, and I'll get over here. I need to move this. Okay. Let's get to okay. Right here. Okay. Battery 2. terminal's tight now. There we go. Oh, let's see. There's one more. That one. Okay. And the seat is the last thing. Seats. Okay. It's underneath. It's got a bolt underneath, you guys. Right there. Let's see. Okay. Tight. Good. Put a new fuel line on there too. The other fuel line was terrible.
Oh, really?
Just doesn't bite. It's just terrible. I got in there so nice. Okay, got ready. Got the fuel on. Got stuff, and I'll need to be setting the idle right here. And get to that. Do, 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 do. Check.
Hopefully the battery's not dead. We're not taking it. It's so hard to take.
You know what? If it's electric, right?
Yeah.
We will have to jump it with the car if we do that. I'll get the key. You got any Gatorades or anything too?
I can get a water.
Start up here in a second. Okay, we got some good juice going. What you got? About ready to start up here. Kind of bring it up here a little bit. There we go. All right. I'm on the outside. I'm looking in. Ready? It's so hot, dude. Like, holy crap, all of a sudden the summer on.
It's supposed to drop back down next week, though. Oh, God.
I had to stop by my RV before I came over. The last rain we had messed up my roof. It's not done yet, so it hit it. So I took off my main RV cover, and then I got a big plastic sheet taped to the top of it, so that the sun can just bake on it. Bake on it right now and make sure it's dry. And then I got some Bondo to do on it, and then seal it all up. Dude, we're looking good here, bro. We got good juice from the battery. Okay, I'm kind of excited. I set the air fuel mixture screw, 3 turns out. And then the idle, who knows? I'm just going to set that as we started that there. And the gas is on. Gas is on, new fuel line. Okay, we're in neutral, everything good. And no choke, right? No chokes.
It does have a
yeah,
choke.
there's choke.
That's right.
We pull it out. Wait, oh no, right here on the top there. Okay, pull it out. Okay, guys, chat, pull it out. On, and then this one right here.
Yeah, I think it might need clutch in. I don't know. It's the battery.
Oh yeah, it does. It helps to turn the bike on, chat. There we go. It wanted choke.
Yeah.
It wanted choke. Keeping its idle. Yeah, I had to choke off. But even still, that sounds weird. We choked up on. something's up. Now to turn idle way up. Let me think. Do we have? I'll take the seat. There's an air filter in there, right?
Yeah, putting it here. Here's your
Yeah, it will not go. Right now, doesn't like any idle. So it warms up on choke fine. But then as soon as the choke's off, has no idle, then I turn the idle all the way up, almost to the last of its, and then only then it had some idle. But then you saw when I didn't do that, when I punch it, it's got that, it's gasping when I punch it. I have to really think about that, 'cause the kit, everything in the kit's new. The jet sizes were even different. I trust the kit though from the jet sizes that were in there, but even that little difference, that wouldn't cause that. So
yeah, that's what it was doing before. It would like hesitate.
it's a perfect kit. Carb is good. No leaks. Let me see that.
And you're messing with this is the idle right there?
Yeah, the idle.
Yeah. What's the one there with the numbers on it?
That one's the airfield mixture screw. And that one I have set at 3 turns out. Which would be standard. We could turn it. I don't think that's a deal. We can turn it in. I'm going to turn it in one. Kind of tough to do. Like it's, we did not make it easy to get to that. Shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now it's 2 turns out, but that's not going to make a difference. There's something up. I don't see any problem in the carb. The carb is looking good. Nothing cracked. We got all the new pieces, new gasket, even the new jets. But it's got that huge hesitation. This looks like stock, like a stock filter. Should be, you know. Maybe this is supposed to be oiled, you know. Looks like that's fine. It's gasping, it's gasping. Look at the oil. Oil dirt. Too much oil, that would cause a weird issue, but no, it's fine. Good level, but dirty. And I don't like that. I don't like that because the carb is real good. Ugh. It's a new tube, everything checked out good in there. It's getting its gas. That's that dead spot. Let's see what's out the cover off. runs on choke, good, but as soon as the choke's off, done. So this is too not enough air situation. I don't have a. I want to check the. Might have to check compression. I don't have a good gauge. My last gauge broke. So I'm not really. I mean, it could be a carb issue, but what? But I don't see what. Like I just went through all that. It was all perfect. Really, it took a while too, you know. I mean, it can. Sometimes the carbs. What year is this? Sometimes the carb bodies can warp a little bit, so they'll suck air in a little bit. And then there just needs a new carb, but man, it's good on choke, but and I had to turn the idle all the way up for it just to keep idle, all the way up till it bottomed out, just for it to idle, and then take a little bit off, and then it died, and then it's running fine on choke. It's got that hesitation punch in it. To look up what jet size you're supposed to have. Even the jet size is off a little bit. Won't do what that's doing. Good on choke. Now we need to figure out if it's an issue with the motor, or is it just is the carb stinking up? I'm gonna try a little spray filter here. Man, that bums me out, man. Choke off. So it's running too lean, but it's got a huge dead spot. You have your phone on you?
I'll run and go get it.
Take your phone so we're gonna look up the jet specs. Here's your paper. Ugh. Move the bike back, you guys. Just gonna look up. Where's my paper here? Look up. You'll look up KTM 450 EXC, comma jet sizes.
Says main jet is 178. Idling jet 42.
Okay.
Main air jet 200. And then idling air jet 100. Needle position third from top. And mixture screw open 1.25.
Oh, okay. I'll put the mixture screw in more than it's out. It's out too right now. Now your kit, what was in there? What was in there was different. You had like a 162 main. So your main now, your main is 175 in that kit. 175. That the little guy is 42. I don't know what the middle one was. That's still not like that's all just the airfield mixture setting again to 1.25 out. Oh man, that is so hard to get to. Let's see. Okay. Ouch, man, this is so hot to do this. Woo! Okay, there we go. That's all the way in. Okay, there's one, that's one out. Okay, 1.25 out.
The battery straight.
Idle, go up a little bit. Does not want to hold on. this one should be. Pull out to choke on, right? Pull out when it's
Yeah.
full. Then it's running good. It's running good, perfect on choke, but otherwise, no, it's dead. Let's put this cover back on. Where's that cover? Let me set that cover real quick. What's going on with this guy? Got a little bit of coolant leak from that line underneath the tank in there, but that's good. Let's see how it looks. We'll keep it up. Definitely. So it's too lean. It's a lean condition. I don't know if it's motor, but the carb all checks out, man. The carb checks out pretty good. I see any issues. No carb leaks. It's like a major. Let me take the seat off just to look. It'd be like a hose is off or something, you know. But there's no hoses for this bike. That's what it feels like, you know. Like the whole circuit, which would mean it's running too lean. That's why you hear the popping in the backfire. But as soon as you turn the choke, it runs perfect. So it's running in a lean condition. You have to figure out why. Why is it lean when
Could be something.
we got the jets are all good? And it would be like
Filter just completely-
lean would be not too much air, not enough fuel. So that's why I thought maybe if this air filter is supposed to have spray on it, like air filter oil, that slows it down. But that shouldn't be enough. You should be able to run it without that. So there's something's causing a lean condition. Oh, what would it be? What would it be? Got hot, that's why. But one of the hoses, probably the clamp's just loose. So with it, whatever the other side of that clamp. But that's at least about worry. Why is this carb? Why are we too? It feels like the power's good. When it's on choke, it's full power. Like I feel like it's running full power. But what's causing it to run lean condition? Choke's not. That'd be like if the idle jet was clogged. That'd be one condition. If the idle jet was totally clogged, then you would need to run it on choke, you know, it'd only run on choke, but all that's all brand new clean. And when I spray the carb clean, you know, when it's having trouble, when it's got no choke on and it's having trouble, and you saw I just sprayed some carb clean in there, then it ran perfect. You know what I mean? I'm adding fuel to it and it's running good, so it's having It's having a too little fuel situation.
Fuel issue.
You're running 2 lanes. Now why? Figure out why. The carb might have a leak in the body, so the body sucks in air. It could be valves or something in the motor causing that. Like there could be just something wrong with the motor. I don't have a compression yet. The good thing to be would check compression. Man, I was really expecting this to fire up good.